Good evening with karma. Don't you just love karma? I don't know what we've all done, but we're getting our booty bounced. Anyway, let's go back to on CNN today. They had who did it? It was a full story. It was Obama manufactured crisis could have been avoided. And anyway, it went on to say President Obama's signature averted what could have been an unprecedented default. But the debt ceiling bill sets up a $1.5 trillion fight later in the year. We have so much to look for. Thank you. Then Gergen said, don't give up on America. The U.S. is going through a rough patch right now. Lots of problems that we let fester over the years are coming up to a head. And don't write off America. David Gergen says we are usually at our best when we are down. And then, of course, you can go on a full story from there. And it's on CNN, by the way. And you can read those stories about Gergen and Obama. And you can go on. And then Moody's affirms AAA rating. We are up there again. We're going to be just fine. Well, sounds like we're all in marriage counseling. Just had to come to a head, America. Did you hear that? Yeah. Well, it's been coming to a head for years. I mean, since World War II. I mean, that's when it all started. Am I correct? Yeah. And why do we always have a war to bring us out of debt? What is that? What, sacrificial lambs? I mean, that's what it feels like a little bit, you know. Take our youth, take our young men. Now it's take our young men and our young women. We'll have this really hideous damn war. And we'll make money off of it. Sacrifice them to make money over here. Just, you know, I'm just thinking. So we have to go back in about next year sometime. We're going to go back to this whole thing all over again, like I said. And they're going to go back. And they're going to nail our balls to the wall. And they're going to threaten to walk out. And then we're going to go back to those 2 coins that they say that we can make. We can't make paper, but we can make coin. They'll talk about those $2 trillion coins, $1 trillion and $2 trillion. And then they'll write checks off those. Now, this is what they were thinking about the last time before they came to this agreement. They can't make paper because it'll put us deeper in debt. This is their logic. I'm not an economist, so I cannot explain exactly how that works. I just am repeating. So now the cutbacks begin. The cutbacks are probably going to be in Medicare and, of course, Medicaid. Those 2. You can forget about the American healthcare program. Can't happen. On what? What money can it happen on? If he's going to cut back on Medicare for the elderly, and Medicaid for the poor, it's not going to have anything left over. I don't see it happening. So I mean, there's a lot of questions in my mind. You know, the cutbacks are going to be deep. So there's going to be more school closures. There's going to be a lot of teachers laid off. College tuition is just going to zoom up even higher. Small businesses will definitely, probably go out of business completely now. They were hanging on barely before, but now they'll probably go. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I was going to remind people, attempt to do business with your small businesses in your towns. I do realize it costs a little bit more money, and I know we're all short on money, but that's how they make their bread and butter. And it's, people are being ran out by the Walmarts of the world, the Lowe's. Your mom and pop little places, are going, and the little grocers are gone. Though I can still find little grocery stores in smaller towns, which are really quaint, and I like it. When I see those, I like it. First thing I want to do is move in. And then I think about it, and it's like, no, I don't want to move in. I don't want to ruin the town. I don't want to overpopulate the town. So, what is it that as an American, what is it we're going to do? I mean, there's not going to be much. So I guess I'm back to my original thing. We've got to take care of each other. Because once they're done dicing everything, we're going to have to be, or learn to be, nice. We're going to have to be. Well, I guess you don't have to be. You can kick your neighbor in the shins, I suppose, and tell him to go F off. Of course, that's only going to prove one thing, that we're starting our own in-house wars. Is there going to be a revolution? Some say yes. At this point, yeah, everybody's on just edge, lack of work, lack of money. When somebody loses their job, they take it out on each other. And so much happens. The dynamic of failure, but it's not the individual who fails, it's the whole country. America is not strong right now. It would be strong if America learned to stand up together and stop this in-house fighting. Whoever. Two-party system is ridiculous. The egos that are flying over there are just amazing. I do suggest one thing, however. I didn't think I was going to vote, but I am going to vote. I do suggest this, that when you vote, and I do encourage you to vote, that you write in the ballot, lost faith, or something, to that effect. And don't vote for anybody in the presidential section. I used to be a Democrat. I like the guy. I think he's a very nice person. I don't think he's corrupt at all. I just think he's green. And I believe everything around him, everything, smells. But I definitely have lost my faith. Definitely.